Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Melini Park here in Minnetonka, Buena Borough, New Jersey. Thank you for watching BFA Sports. I'm Steve Westcott. We're coming to you tonight with a regular season championship game in the South Jersey South Shore Baseball League between the visiting South Jersey Surf and the home team, the Buena Blue Dawgs. A lot of really good talent on this field here tonight. You're going to enjoy a wonderful baseball game here, thanks to BFA Sports. Surf comes in first place in the South Jersey South Shore Baseball League, with the Blue Dawgs in second, right behind them. And we were given the word today that this is for the regular season championship. You have a lot of local, county, college, really good athletes, really good baseball players on the field tonight. You even have a former pro on the Buena Blue Dawgs side. But this is going to be a fun one in here tonight. We're looking forward to it. Our umpires for this evening's game, because we are going to have, prior to our game, a celebratory opening ceremony announcement by the PA announcer here at Melini Park, Rick Cahall. But we're going to get to that after the commercial break. But we're looking forward to a fun one here. We thank you for tuning in to BFA Sports. And, and we'll be right back right after this. Okay, once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Melini Park here in Buena Borough, New Jersey. Again, I'm Steve Westcott with BFA Sports, and we're bringing you the regular season championship of the South Jersey South Shore Baseball League between the home team, the Buena Blue Dawgs, and the South Jersey Surf. Before we get to our contest here tonight, we are going to be joined, and we have an opening celebratory ceremony. We're going to be joined shortly by public address announcer here at Melini Park, Rick Cahall. The umpires at home plate are giving out the ground rules here tonight to assistant coach Jimmy Kurtz of the Buena Blue Dawgs and head coach of the Surf, Jeff Ball. And let's see if the public address announcer is ready here. The head manager of the Buena Blue Dawgs is Coach Louis Rios. And again, Jeff Ball for the South Jersey Surf. Our umpires tonight are Mr. Matt Lawler and Mr. John Dubel. Just give us 1 second here. Again, we're waiting on public address announcer Rick Cahall from Melini Park here in Buena Borough, New Jersey. We have a perfect night for baseball. The lights are already on, and it's a beautiful night here. Looking forward to a really good baseball game, again, with a ton of local talent, a ton of talent on the field tonight. And you wouldn't have it any other way for a regular season with a championship game.
Hey, gentlemen, relax for a minute. We got a 7 o'clock start with you guys.
Okay. Rick, you ready? You ready? I'm ready. I'm gonna bring you on now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we are going to join Rick Cahall. He is ready for the opening celebratory ceremony, and we're going up to him right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight the Buena 16U girls softball team won this year's New Jersey Babe Ruth State Championship. All right. And now they will be heading down to Florida next week to play in the 16U Softball World Series. In recognition of this great accomplishment, tonight we have Anna Sheridan and Julia Sheridan representing the New Jersey State Champions and throwing out tonight's ceremonial first pitch. Great job, ladies, and good luck in Florida.
I'll tell you what a job right there by public address announcer Rick Cahall. Congratulations to the Buena U16U softball team. As you just heard, they won the state championship, and they're going to be heading down to the 16U World Series down in Florida in a couple days. We're about to get ready here. Batting first for the South Jersey Surf will be Colin Lombardo. Second baseman, he wears number 7. Takes ball 1 low. Pitcher on the mound for the Buena Blue Dawgs is Greg Sjssbl. It's a ball outside. The count to Lombardo is now 2-0. Fastball covers the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Count to Lombardo is 2-1. Sjssbl throws a fastball, high chopper. Shortstop Sori charges, throws the first to Monell, and Lombardo is out on a 6-3 putout for out number 1 in the top of the first here for the South Jersey Surf.
Number 22, Antonio Caraballo.
Batter number 2 for the Surf is number 22, Antonio Caraballo. Plays first base for the Surf tonight, but he saw a good, nice charge of Louis Sori on that high chopping ground ball. Good, strong throw across the diamond to Monell. Johnny Monell, a former Met. Played with the New York Mets for a little bit. Another ground ball to shortstop Sori. He charges again. Again makes a good, strong throw, and it's another 6-3 putout. 2 down here in the top of the first for the South Jersey Surf.
Now batting number 5, Nick Noodle.
Sori with 2 nice ground ball plays, charging hard, good throws across the diamond. Monell's catch is good for the 2 putouts. 2 down here in the first, and now batting the left fielder, number 5, Nick Newtile. Stands on the left-hand side of the plate. Sjssbl from the wind-up throws strike 1. Pitch number 2 to Newtiles, a ground ball, hit the Monell at first. Sjssbl goes and covers, and that's a really good play. That's a tough play to be made right there. Monell has to range in between the first and second base hole. Sjssbl does a nice job of covering. The throw and the catch is good. And there's 3 up and 3 down for the South Jersey Surf. That'll bring the Buena Blue Dawgs to the plate in the bottom half of the first. We'll be right back after this. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Melini Park here in Buena Borough, New Jersey of Atlantic County. Let's now go over to Buena Blue Dawgs batting order and starting lineup. Batting first will be number 12, who plays second base, is Marco Rios. Batting second is number 17, the shortstop, Luis Sori. Batting third is the first baseman, number 20, Johnny Monell. Batting fourth is the center fielder, number 5, Alexi Colon. Batting fifth is the third baseman, number 22, Julian Del Val. The catcher will follow, who wears number 4, is Jake Guglielmi. Number 23, the right fielder, was Jimmy Kurtz. Number 9, the designated hitter, was Mike Gazzardo. The left fielder is Jan Sori. And number 10, batting 10th, the extra hitter, Dante Coya. The defensive alignment for the South Jersey Surf will be as follows. On the mound is Colin McLaughlin, pitcher for Mercer County College, which we're going to go extend on a couple comments here in a minute. The catcher is Dante De Palma. The first baseman is Antonio Caraballo. The second baseman is Colin Lombardo. The shortstop is Mo Antonicello. The third baseman is Dave Apollonia. Nick Newtiles, the left fielder. Slater Serial is the center fielder. And Sam Daggers is the right fielder. Marco Rios, the second baseman for the Buena Blue Dawgs, leads off here in the bottom of the first. Greg Sjssbl and the Buena Blue Dawgs defense able to get out of the top of the first. 1-2-3. McLaughlin on the hill now, attempting to try to do the same thing for the South Jersey Surf. First pitch is down low to Rios for ball 1. Marco Rios had a really good county college collegiate career at Cumberland County College, which is now Rowan College of South Jersey. He takes a strike to making the count 1-1. McLaughlin's pitch is a curveball over the plate for strike 2 to Marco Rios. Good off-speed pitch right there by McLaughlin, who I stated plays at Mercer County College. Had a really good year at Mercer County. They have several members of their team in this game tonight, which, again, we're going to elaborate on in a minute. Rios hits a shot to center field. The center fielder, Serial's going back. He can't make the play. It's one hop off the wall. Rios is rounding second. He's looking for 3. The relay throw is not in time, and he's sliding safely as Rios in for a triple. Shot to right center field over the head of the center fielder, Serial. One hop off the wall. He kind of bobbled it as it came off the wall. The relay throw to the shortstop was made to the shortstop. However, throw unable to be made to third, and Rios slid in safely there. Batting seconds, number 17, the Blue Dawgs shortstop, Luis Sori. There's a fastball right down the middle of the plate. Story hits a shot to the center fielder. He's going back. He makes the play. Rios is tagging, and he will come home standing up safely. That's a sac fly and an RBI for Luis Sorry. So there is one down here in the Blue Dawgs' bottom of the first. However, they do have a run in. And now batting is first baseman number 20, Johnny Mannell. As we stated earlier, Johnny Mannell, really good hitter, really good talent. Played with the New York Mets for a little bit. He sees an off-speed pitch, which is from Colin McLaughlin, which is up high. So Monell will take ball one. McLaughlin, even with no one on, working from a stretch right now. That's ball two. That pitch was high to Monell. Count to Monell is now 2-0. That off-speed pitch, curveball, is over by McLaughlin, making the count to Johnny Monell 2-1. McLaughlin's 2-1 pitch is low and in the dirt, making the count now 3-1 to Johnny Monell. Again, one out here in the Buena Blue Dog bottom of the first. They do have a run in after Rios' triple and Sorry's sacrifice fly. Fastball, Monell rips it, jumps all over it, however pulls it foul, and that makes the count full at 3-2. We said we had some intriguing matchups here and certain things in this lineup tonight. You saw Luis Sorry just hit that sacrifice fly. The manager of the South Jersey Surf is ACC's assistant coach Jeff Ball. Luis Sorry played for Coach Ball at ACC. So there's one of the little intriguing facts in this contest tonight, and there's more of them to come. That pitch is up high, and Johnny Monell will draw a walk. Puts him on first with one down here, and that will bring to the plate the center fielder, number 5, Alexi Colon.
Alexi Colon.
Again, one down here in the bottom of the first. McLaughlin's pitch to Colon is a fastball inside half of the plate that Colon fouls straight back for strike one. Lexi Colon stands up near the plate in the batter's box, a really confident stance and approach that he has to his hitting form. Ball one high, and that count is now 1-1 to Alexi Colon. McLaughlin's pitch. Curveball on the inside half. Colon swings through it for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the cleanup hitter, the center fielder for Buena, Alexi Colon. John Monell is on first. Johnny Monell is on first after his walk. There is one down here in the bottom of the first. McLaughlin's pitch. A little bit inside, maybe a little bit low as well, and that evens the count at 2-2 to Alexi Colon. The 2-2 pitch. Curveball inside. Colon can do nothing but pull it foul. Count remains 2-2. McLaughlin's pitch is up high. Ball comes off the backstop. Catcher makes a good throw, but just not in time. Monell is able to get the second base on the wild pitch. And he's now at second with only one down here in the first. And Colon now has a full count. Assistant coach Jimmy Kurtz comes out, talks to the home plate umpire. Lexi Colon steps back in the box, and he's going to face a 3-2 pitch from Colin McLaughlin. Again, Johnny Monell's on second. Fastball over the heart of the plate for strike 3, and he goes down. Alexi Colon goes down looking for out number 2. So now there's 2 down here in the Blue Dawgs' bottom half of the first. Now batting will be number 22, the third baseman for the Blue Dawgs, Julian DeVal. And this is one of those intriguing notes right here, where Colin McLaughlin, the pitcher on the mound, plays for Mercer County's baseball squad, which we've already talked about, and so does Julian DeVal. So we have Mercer County versus Mercer County right here from pitcher to hitter. DelVal takes ball 1, and the count is 1-0 to Julian DelVal. Ball 2 up high, 2-0 to DelVal. Again, we stated earlier prior to the start of this game, there's a lot of really good collegiate talent out on the field tonight. You're hearing ACC, you're hearing Mercer County. We've said a couple times here tonight. It goes to show you how good and what the quality of baseball is at the county college / Division III level. And kudos to all of those coaches at all of the county college levels, Division III levels, and kudos to these kids as well. For really making an impact in the game and playing the game the right way, and awfully talented kids. Colin McLaughlin's pitch was a ball outside. The count is 3-0 to Julian DelVal. Fastball is over the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Count now is 3-1. Julian DelVal get himself back in, get himself set to face his collegiate teammate Colin McLaughlin's 3-1 pitch. That pitch is up a bit high, and Julian DelVal will walk in his first plate appearance, putting runners on first and second for the Buena Blue Dawgs. And that'll bring to the plate, with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, the catcher for Buena, Jake Guglielmi. Coach Jeff Ball takes a walk to the mound, brings the infield in with him, trying to settle Colin McLaughlin down. Manager Louis Rios for the Buena Blue Dawgs will take his chance here, and talk to Jake Guglielmi, his catcher. The scenario is we have 1 run in for the Buena Blue Dawgs. Runners on first and second. There are 2 outs, and Guglielmi steps in. McLaughlin working from the stretch. His pitch is up high and fouled straight back by Guglielmi for strike 1. Guglielmi steps back in. McLaughlin's ready. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball. Home plate umpire Lawler must have thought it was just in. It's ball 1, and that makes the count to Guglielmi 1-1. McLaughlin works from the stretch. Off-speed pitch, curveball is down low for ball 2, making the count now 2-1 to the Buena catcher, Jake Guglielmi. Fastball, again, up high in the zone. However, Guglielmi took a cut at it, and a good cut at that. He fouled it straight back again, and that evens the count at 2-2. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Colin McLaughlin and the South Jersey Surf looking to hold Buena to just 1 run here in the bottom. Buena looking to try to tack on. McLaughlin's pitch is up a little bit high. Again, looked like an off-speed pitch that didn't break all the way down, and that makes the count full to Jake Guglielmi. The 3-2 pitch is a fastball right over the heart of the plate, and down looking is Jake Guglielmi. 2 strikeouts looking here in the bottom of the first for Colin McLaughlin. The Buena Blue Dogs do put up a run here in the bottom of the first. They take a 1-0 lead, and we're going to go to the top of 2 right after this. Okay, welcome back to Melini Park here in Buena, New Jersey. Sam Daggers for the South Jersey Surf will lead off the second. He just took ball 1 from Greg Sjssbl, who was on the mound for the Buena Blue Dogs. That pitch is up high, and Daggers now has a 2-0 count. Daggers will be followed in this inning in the top of the second by Logan Petty, another ACC player, and Dave Apollonia. Swing and a miss by Daggers on his 2-0 pitch, and that makes the count now 2-1. Greg Sjssbl and the Buena Blue Dogs able to go get the Surf 1-2-3 in the top of the first on only 8 pitches. That's another swing and a miss by Daggers, and the count is now even at 2-2. Sjssbl working from the windup. There's a pitch low and out. And the count is now full. To the South Jersey Surf right fielder, Sam Daggers. Sjssbl's pitch. Foul ball straight back right at us. Daggers hangs in there and stays alive in this at-bat. Again, no one out here. Beautiful night for baseball. We're in the top of the second at Melini Park, and it is absolutely picture perfect out here tonight for baseball. That pitch is up high, and Daggers will draw a leadoff walk here in the top of the second.
Now batting for the Surf, number 3, Logan Petty.
And the designated hitter for the South Jersey Surf, number 3, Logan Petty, as we just stated, had a really good year for the ACC, Atlantic County Cape Community Program. And I'm sure a lot of you are hearing the family name right now. His brother the other day was the Chase Petty from Mainland Regional High School, was the 26th pick in the MLB draft. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of excitement around that family right now, and a lot of excitement around South Jersey baseball because of the family and because of Chase and Logan. And what a great job that family is doing, and really, really talented kids. Logan Petty fouls a ball down the right field line into the first base fence for strike 1. He checks on the second pitch to him, making the for ball 1, and the count is now 1-1 to Logan Petty. Fastball down and in. 2-1 count to the South Jersey Surf designated hitter, Logan Petty. Sjssbl now from the stretch, which he didn't have to do in the top of the first. That ball's in, a little bit up maybe as well. The count is 3-1 to Logan Petty. Dagger's really drawing the attention of Sjssbl on the mound as he's over there taking a pretty good lead at first. Looking a little bit, as we like to say, runnerish. And that pitch is low and outside, and Logan Petty walks as well. So Daggers will move to second. Logan Petty now at first. Both on here in the top of the second due to bases on balls and walks. No one out. And that'll bring up the third baseman, number 26, Dave Apollonia. Little off-speed pitch right there. Gets Apollonia swinging and missing for strike one. The pitch from Sjssbl. Fastball, little up, little bit out. Count now 1-1. The Buena defensive lineman behind Sjssbl is Guglielmi is the catcher. Johnny Monell's at first. Marco Rios is at second. Luis Sari at short. Julian Delval. That's a fly ball hit to, I'm sorry, it's a line drive base hit the right field. Gotten back into the infield quickly by the Blue Dawgs. Bases are now loaded on a line drive single by Apollonia. Nobody out here in the top of the second. Fastball a little bit out. Antonicello up the bat, the shortstop for the Surf. Ball one. Bases loaded, nobody out. That's ball two down in the dirt from Sjssbl. 2-0 count to the Surf shortstop. Nobody out, bases loaded here for the Surf. Sjssbl hits the outside corner for strike one, making the count now to Mo Antonicello, 2-1. Line drive, single to right field, one run will score. Logan Petty is held at third, so the bases will remain loaded with one run in as Daggers crosses the plate on the RBI single by Antonicello. And Dante De Palma will now step in as coach manager Louis Rios goes out to talk to Sjssbl. Still nobody out here in the top of the second. The bases are loaded due to 2 walks and 2 singles. We will finish that defensive alignment. As we said, Luis Sari is where I believe I left off at shortstop. Julian Delval is at third. Jan Sari is in left. Alexi Colon is in center. And Jimmy Kurtz was right, however, is now at first. Jan Sari is now in right field. Dante Koya is in left field. Monell now becomes the extra hitter. So there are your changes right here in the second inning for the Buena Blue Dawgs. That's a ball up to De Palma. Ball one. Count is now 1-0. One run in here in the top of the second for the Surf. Bases are loaded. Nobody out. Sjssbl from the stretch. His pitch is ball two. A little bit up again. The count that De Palma, Surf's catcher, is 2-0. Sjssbl's pitch is low and outside. 3-0 count. Nowhere to put De Palma here. Fastball over the heart of the plate. Good pitch by Sjssbl right there, trying to get himself back in the count. The count that De Palma's now 3-1. That pitch is fouled straight back. Another good fastball by Sjssbl, and he does have himself back in the count, and it's now full. As De Palma did foul that one straight back just up above us. Sjssbl's 3-2 pitch is a shot to center field. Lexi Colon will come in and make the play. The question is, can he throw anybody out? Jimmy Kurtz will cut it off on the infield, make the play at home. However, it's a second late, and sliding in was Logan Petty safely at home for the second run of the inning for the Surf, as they now take a 2-1 lead on a sac fly RBI
Now batting number 10, Sjssbl.
by Dante De Palma. Now batting will be the center fielder, Sjssbl, with one out now here in the top of the second. Runners on first and second at this point. On second is Apollonia. On first is Antonicello. Sjssbl steps in. He sees an off-speed pitch for strike one. Sees a second off-speed pitch, but that one's a little too far outside. And the count to Sjssbl, the center fielder for the Surf, is now 1-1. What a play by catcher Jake Guglielmi. He received a high fastball. He faced as though he was going to try to pick off the runner at first. Instead, threw it across his body down to the second baseman and was able to pick off Apollonia at second for out number 2. What a play and what a throw by Jake Guglielmi. Once again, Guglielmi popped up on a high fastball. Our count right now, however, to Sjssbl is now 3-1. Popped up on a high fastball, faced first as if he was going to throw there, but instead threw across his body and picked off Apollonia at second. What a great throw, right on the money. Ground ball hit the second. Rios will take it himself, tag second, and the Buena Blue Dawgs are out of the inning. However, the Surf do get 2 runs right there in the top of the second. They take a 2-1 lead. The Buena Blue Dawgs will come in bat in the bottom of 2 when we return. Thanks for tuning in to BFA Sports, everyone. I'm Steve Westcott. We are at Bruno Melini Park here in Buena Borough for the South Jersey South Shore Baseball League regular season championship game between the host, the Buena Blue Dawgs, and the visiting South Jersey Surf. We're in the bottom of the second. The leadoff hitter in the bottom of the second for the Buena Blue Dawgs is first baseman Jimmy Kurtz, and he takes an off-speed pitch up high for ball 1. Count to Kurtz is 1-0. And here again, we have Mercer County pitcher versus Mercer County hitter. Colin McLaughlin is on the mound. Throws a fastball for strike 1 to Kurtz. The count to Kurtz is now 1-1. And at the plate is also a Mercer County teammate of Colin McLaughlin's, and that's Jimmy Kurtz. So, again, we've talked about it several times already. Lots of local Division III talent on this field tonight. And you have a good battle right here. And Jimmy Kurtz hits a shot to center field. The left fielder and center fielder, neither one can make the play. It splits them both. And Kurtz is on first with a single to left center. Good piece of hitting by Jimmy Kurtz right there. Took the pitch on the outside half of the plate and was able to line it in the left center field. He finds himself on first base with no one out here in the bottom of the second. Buena scored 1 in the bottom of the first to take a 1-0 lead. The South Jersey Surf just got 2 in the top of the second to return the favor and take a 2-1 lead. Buena looking to answer back right here in the bottom of 2. Fastballs ripped for a line drive single to right by Mike Gazzardo. Jimmy Kurtz looking to go 3. He stops. Throw back to second is behind him. However, Kurtz is back in safely. Kurtz took a wide turn rounding second. The throw from the right fielder, Daggers, was thrown behind him, and Kurtz barely got back, but he did. So Kurtz singles the lead off the bottom of the second. Gazzardo follows up with a single, and Buena are in business again with runners on first and second for left fielder Jan Sorry. Little bunt right there, attempt by Jan Sorry. Goes down in the books as strike 1. I'll tell you what, I coached some travel baseball stuff when my son Brennan was playing, and both of the Sorry boys played with him and a little bit against them, and both of these young men, Luis and Jan, were really good players growing up and still are today. They are quality baseball players out in the diamond here tonight. Talented set of brothers. Jan takes ball 1, and the count to him is now 1-1 with runners on first and second for Buena with no one out in the bottom of second. McLaughlin's 1-1 pitch is another butt attempt, and that's laid down perfectly by Jan Sorry. Barehanded by McLaughlin. His throw is wide, but backed up well. Kurtz is going to try to come home, but he's dead to rights at home. That's a great backup by number 7 for the South Jersey Surf, the second baseman Colin Lombardo, who was able to back up the wide throw. Kurtz thought it was getting away, but the backup and the throw home was able to get Kurtz for out number 1. Buena still has runners on first and second, with Sorry now at first on the bunt single, and Gazzardo now at second. McLaughlin's pitch is swung on and missed by Dante Coya for strike 1. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Buena looking to answer back after the South Jersey Surf took a 2-1 lead here in the top of the second. That pitch is up and in. Count to Dante Coya is now 1-1. Dante Coya had a really good baseball season for Buena Regional High School this year. Takes an off-speed pitch for strike 2. Counts 1-2 to Dante Coya. McLaughlin from the stretch, the 1-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch, Coya fights it off, and he hits a foul ball down the first baseline. It's close to being fair or foul. Called foul by the home plate umpire, Matt Lawler. So the count will remain 1-2 to Dante Coya. After Dante Coya will be the top of the order, Marco Rios, who tripled and scored in the first inning. Swing and a miss by Coya. McLaughlin gets him swinging, and that's out number 2 here in the second for the Buena Blue Dawgs. So runners on first and second for the top of the order, Marco Rios. He sees a fastball over the heart of the plate for strike 1. We mentioned earlier that the Buena manager is Coach Louis Rios, father of Marco. If anyone's been around the baseball game in South Jersey over the past bunch of years, you're well aware as to who Louis Rios is. Ball gets away from catcher Dante De Palma. Both runners for Buena move up, so Gazzardo is now at third, Sorry is now at second, and now there are 2 runners in scoring position for Marco Rios. But back to what I was getting at is Coach Louis Rios has made an impact in kids' lives and in baseball in the South Jersey area for a ton of years, and what a quality, special person and coach he is, that's for sure. Marco Rios sees a 1-1 pitch, and he fouls that pitch over the first base dugout, and the count is now 1-2. Two runners in scoring position. Marco Rios at the plate for Buena in the bottom of the second. McLaughlin's pitch is a curveball off-speed pitch. He pulls foul. Coach Louis Rios looking to try to make a play himself on that one. Coach Louis Rios is as intense as there is. He's as intense as they come, as Coach Louis Rios. Marco's stepping back in. Again, the count's still 1-2. Buena looking to banter back after Surf scored 2 in the top of the second. McLaughlin steps off after looking sorry back at second. McLaughlin's pitch is a curveball off speed, hit back up the middle. Shortstop Antonicello makes a play. His throw to first to Caraballo is in time. And that is a 6-3 put out for the Surf of Marco Rios. The Buena Blue Dogs do not score in the bottom of the second. We're going to go to the third with the Surf coming to bat right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching BFA Sports. Again, I'm Steve Westcott. We're coming to you from Atlantic County in the area of Buena Borough from Bruno Melini Park. Leading off the top of the third, or I should say the Surf's order in the top of the third will be Omar Hernandez. And then they go back to the top of the order with Colin Lombardo and Antonio Caraballo. Sjssbl is on the hill for Buena. His first pitch is swung and fouled on by Omar Hernandez off to the right field side. That's strike one to Omar Hernandez. We talked about the collegiate players in this game. Omar Hernandez is another one that plays for ACC. Did a game of ACCs at the Surf against, I believe it was Brookdale this year. That was a great baseball game. Both quality teams, both quality, bunch of quality players. That's a line drive by Hernandez in the left field, and that goes down in the books as a line drive. Single to left. Omar Hernandez reaches first. And it'll now go back to the top of the order with Colin Lombardo.
Batting number 7, Colin Lombardo.
Our score is 2-1. Buena Blue Dogs put a run up in the bottom of the first to take a 1-0 lead. The South Jersey Surf answered with 2 in the top of the second. Buena, after having runners on base, unable to answer back. So our score remains at 2-1, and Sjssbl's first pitch to Lombardo is strike one. 0-1 count with Omar Hernandez on first. Nobody out, top of the third for the Surf. Sjssbl's second pitch is an off-speed pitch, and that's a line drive into right field. Sori picks it up cleanly, able to hold Hernandez at second, and the Surf are in business with 2 singles to start the third and have runners on first and second with nobody out.
Now batting number 22, Antonio Caraballo.
Surf hitter coming to the plate is number 22, their first baseman, Antonio Caraballo. Sjssbl able to have a clean first for the Buena Blue Dawgs, only throwing 8 pitches. Struggled a little bit in the second. As I said, that's when the Surf scored their 2 runs. He threw 30 in the second, so he entered this inning with 38 pitches thrown. Count right now is 1-0 to Caraballo. Caraballo looked and acted like he wanted to square and bunt, however pulled the bat back, and the count's now 2-0 to Caraballo. Again he squares, and again he pulls back, and it's 3-0. Runners on first and second for the Surf. 3-0 count to Caraballo, looking to try to load the bases. If not, possibly knock in a run here for the Surf. Sjssbl's pitch is a fastball right over the heart of the plate for 3-1. Sjssbl going to try to fight his way back into this count and into this Caraballo at bat. Sjssbl, another fastball. That's a line drive single down the right field line. Omar Hernandez looking to score. He will score. Oh, no, wait, throws home, but it's offline, and Omar Hernandez will score. Both runners advance on the play, so Hernandez scores on the RBI single by Caraballo. Lombardo moves to third on the throw home, and Caraballo will take second on the throw home.
Number 1, Nelson Ocasio. On the mound, number 1.
Okay, it looks as though number 1, Nelson Ocasio, will now come to the mound for the Buena Blue Dawgs as Coach Louis Rios is out at the mound. Jimmy Kurtz, assistant manager of Buena Blue Dawgs, reports the change to the home plate umpire, Matt Lawler. We have a pitching change here. In the top of the third. 3-1 now. The South Jersey Surf after an RBI single by Caraballo. And as stated, Sjssbl got off to a good start in this game, had a little bit of a struggle in the second. Not necessarily off to a good start here with 1 runner in. And after the throw went home from the outfield to try to get Hernandez, who scored, Lombardo took third and Caraballo took second. So in case anyone is just joining us, prior to the game tonight, there was a celebratory ceremony congratulating the Buena 16U softball team, who last week won the state championship here in the state of New Jersey. And next week we'll be leaving to Florida to play in the 16U World Series. So congratulations to manager Chris Shover and the Buena girls 16U softball team on such a wonderful season. It's good to see that they're going to keep going, and they're heading to Florida to play in that 16U World Series. And BFA, along with the rest of BFA Sports, along with the rest of South Jersey, wishes them nothing but the best of luck as they travel to Florida. So good luck to them. Again, we're coming to you live from Melini Park here in Buena Borough, New Jersey, for the South Jersey South Shore regular season championship game between the South Jersey Surf and the Buena Blue Dawgs. Both of these teams have had great years, one with only 3 losses, one with only 4, and have had just wonderful years here. It's a wooden bat league, in case anyone is not picked up on that. If you've watched any of our games, really good league, a lot of talent, and as we stated, there's a bunch of Division III talent and college talent, even a former pro on the field here tonight if you're watching this contest. And we hope you're loving the views that we're bringing you from BFA Sports, and we thank you for tuning in from Bunting Family Pharmacy as they bring the pharmacy to you. Stepping into the plate is the 3-hitter, left fielder number 5, Nick Newtile. He steps in with runners on second and third, nobody out. Ocasio now on the mound for Buena. That's the second pitch to New Tile's up high also, and it's now 2-0. Casio from the stretch. And the pitch is a fastball down the heart of the plate. Swing and a miss, tipped into the catcher's glove. And the count is now 2-1 to Nick Newtile. Acasio's pitch catches the outside corner. Another good pitch by Acasio right there. Count now evened up at 2-2 to the 3-hole hitter for the Surf, the left fielder, Nick Newtile. 3-1 Surf, top of 3. Acasio's pitch is an off-speed pitch and a curveball in the inside corner, and he gets Newtile looking. Newtile not necessarily happy with the call, tries to voice his displeasure to home plate umpire Matt Lawler, who's having none of that. There's one down here now in the top of the third. Right fielder Sam Dagger steps to the plate for the Surf. Second and third, one out here for the Surf. Acasio's pitch is low and outside for ball 1 to Daggers. Daggers hits a fly ball straight over top of us.
Please return to foul ball.
Count to Daggers is now 1-1. Runners on second and third for the Surf. Acasio still working from the stretch. And the 1-1 pitch is a fastball, fly ball to right field. Sorry makes the play. The runner is coming home. The throw is home, and he's dead to rights at home. And that's a fly ball double play. And that's Jan Sori making the throw from right field to Jake Guglielmi for the fly ball, throw him out double play. And what a huge play that is for the Buena Blue Dawgs as they hold the Surf to just one here in the top of the third. We're going to go to the bottom of 3. It's 3-1 Surf with Buena coming to bat. Nobody's going to.
Batting number 17, Louis Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back to Bruno Melini Park. We're in the middle of the South Jersey South Shore Baseball League regular season championship game between the Buena Blue Dawgs and the South Jersey Surf. We're going to the bottom of the third with Luis Sorry stepping in the bat. The Surf have a 3-1 lead. And ladies and gentlemen, we're glad to be joined by Buena 16U softball player Julia Sheridan. 1 second, Julia, while Luis Sorry hits a fly ball to the left, and on one pitch, there's one out here in the Buena bottom of the third. So, Julia, first of all, congratulations on a wonderful, wonderful season and winning the state championship last week.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about the process and a little bit about what your team and your teammates were thinking and feeling as you were going through your districts and regionals and states, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, when we first started, we didn't start off too well. But then after all the practices and everything, we really came together, and now we are where we're at.
That's great. And I'll tell you what, just so everybody knows out there, stepping to the plate with one out here in the bottom of the third is Johnny Monell. So last week, your 16U team, the Buena softball team, won the state championship. Who did you beat in the state championship?
Vineland.
You beat Vineland. All right, so the local contact as well, right? A little bit of a local rivalry. Vineland's only 3 miles down the road. Did you play Vineland prior to that this year?
No, that was the first time seeing them.
It was, and it happened to be in the state final with you two just 3 miles apart. That's unbelievable. So who did you beat prior to that? Do you recall who'd you beat in like your regions or your districts?
Well, we started off, we played Folsom. We beat them. I think we lost 2 games in our normal season, and then we winded up beating both teams in the end. Then we won first place against Absecon in playoffs.
Okay, so that's really good. So the 2 losses that you had in the regular season, you answered the call with, and kind of got a little bit of revenge back in the playoff season. So when do you leave for Florida, Julia?
Monday. No, Sunday.
Sunday, you guys are leaving for Florida, and have you found out who you play down there yet?
No clue.
You don't?
Nope.
Okay, so you won't know until you get there. Okay, well, Julia, again, we're speaking to Julia Sheridan. BFA Sports congratulates you and your teammates. We're going to be getting one of them a little bit at a time here, if we can tonight. We know the head manager, Mr. Shover's in the house, Coach Shover, right?
Yep.
But we're going to be getting as many of the kids, if we can talk to them, as we can. Johnny Monell is now down at first, I believe, on a walk, as my attention was to Julia Sheridan here. But, Julia, congratulations to you and your teammates. Good luck in the 16U World Series, and we wish you nothing but the best from BFA Sports.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Lexi Colon is now batting with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. As stated, Johnny Monell is on first. And Alexi Colon steps in the bat for the Buena Blue Dawgs. 1-1 count to Alexi Colon. That pitch is up high, and the count is now 2-1. Maybe even if we don't go to a commercial break here, we can even talk to some of the players and coaches throughout the half inning as we wait to go from the bottom of the third to the top of the fourth. Colon's count is now 2-1. And now 3-1. Colin McLaughlin on the hill for the South Jersey Surf. Lexi Colon up the bat with 1 out and 1 on here in the bottom of the third. That pitch is also up high, and Buena Blue Dawgs are now in business with runners on first and second. After a walk to Alexi Colon. Looks like we're going to have a pitcher's visit by coach and manager of the Surf, Jeff Ball, which gives us another opportunity to talk to another 16U girls softball player in Kylie Gonzalez. Kylie, welcome to BFA Sports.
Hi, thank you.
So tell me a little bit about the experience of, the playoffs and the districts and the regions in the state. Tell me what your thoughts are and your teammates' thoughts are and how that process took place.
We really took it practice by practice, game by game, and fought every pitch and every play. So we really worked hard to just keep going. Even if we were down, we all worked together to make the next play. That's
really well done, and congratulations. So you beat, I understand from Julia that we just interviewed prior to you. What was your thoughts going into playing a local rival with Vineland right down the road?
Yeah, that was our biggest rival. So it was a big game for us to beat them, and we really worked together to beat them. Even with their high energy, we came there with the same energy and worked hard.
So you guys also should get congratulations not only for winning the states or the districts, regions, whatever it was, but you overcame 2 of your losses during that process, right? I think
Yes.
Julia told us that you lost 2 games during the regular season, but then you avenged them and got them back and got some revenge in the playoff scenario. Who were those 2 teams?
In the playoffs?
No, that you lost to but then beat in the playoffs. Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Okay. But neither here nor there, but that's a sign of a good team that when you can overcome a loss, right, and you do take a defeat, but then you get to answer back in the playoffs, and you guys did just that. So I hear you're leaving for Florida on Sunday.
Yes.
All the plans being made, all the bags being packed.
Yes.
Excitement levels at volume 10, I'm sure, right?
Of course, yeah. We're ready to go down there and, compete.
And it sounds like exactly that's what you do after avenging 2 losses. And you said no matter whether you were ahead or behind, you guys battled and kept grinding and battling back and answering the bell, which was a couple of your wins. Well, Kylie from BFA Sports and all of us here with BFA Productions, we congratulate you and your teammates. We wish you nothing but the best down in Florida, and go get them, kiddo, okay?
Thank you. We will.
Good job. And if we can get Chris Shover, manager Chris Shover, in a little bit, maybe we will. But I'll tell you what, the excitement on these young girls' faces, and they know they're doing something really cool, and it's a really neat experience. And you know, again, I've been fortunate enough to know manager Chris Shover for a long time, and I know he's a quality individual. And I'll tell you what, it's not surprising that those girls are having some success. Coach, who you got on the mound? Okay. Gentleman on the mound right now, his last name is Gallagher for the South Jersey Surf. So the Buena Blue Dawgs have runners on first and second. Johnny Monell is on second, and Alexi Colon is on first. There's one out here in the bottom of the third. The Surf's up 3-1, and stepping to the plate is number 22, third baseman for Buena, Julian Delval. He pulls a ground ball hard over the dugout, I should say. Ground ball, chop ball over the third base dugout. The count is 0-1 to Julian Delval. What a neat opportunity to have the 16U girls softball players on to be interviewed as they're heading to Florida for the 16U Softball World Series. Delval now fouls one the opposite way over the first base dugout into the netting, saving the local police station from some drama the netting did there. Count to Julian Delval is now 0-2. Delval steps in with an 0-2 count, one down here in the bottom of the third. Buena looking to answer back on a 3-1 lead of the Surf. Off-speed pitch. Delval hangs in there and stays alive as he fouls that back over the first base dugout once again. Count remains 0-2. Julian Delval swings and misses. Strikes out there for the second out of the inning. Here in the bottom of the third. And Jake Guglielmi, the catcher for Buena, will step in with runners on first and second. Gallagher's pitch to Guglielmi. Fastball on the inside half. Guglielmi swings through it for strike one. The 0-1 pitch to Guglielmi is again swung and missed on by Guglielmi, and it counts now 0-2 with two down here in the bottom of the third. And I referred to Gallagher as his last name is Gallagher only. It's Alex Gallagher on the mound for the Surf. Good play by the catcher there. Dante De Palma for the Surf. The 1-2 pitch. Before the pitch happens, Gallagher steps off. Wants the signs by De Palma to be given again. He now works from the stretch, and he comes home. Guglielmi swings and misses on a ball in the dirt. The throw down to first is in time. And the Surf are able to get out of the bottom of the third with Buena having no damage. We're going to go to the top of the fourth. Our score after three is the Surf 3. Buena Blue Dawgs 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Melini Park here in Buena, New Jersey, located in Atlantic County. We are coming to you live from Melini Park in a South Jersey South Shore Baseball League regular season championship game. The score is South Jersey Surf 3, Buena Blue Dawgs 1 after 3, with the Surf coming to bat in the top of the 4th. However, it is our pleasure and privilege at this time to speak to Mr. Chris Sjssbl, who is the manager of the Buena 16U girls softball team, who last week won the state championship, and next week will be heading to Florida for the 16U World Series. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I'll tell you what, I've known you for a little bit now, and you competing in the baseball world and you having success in the baseball or softball world is nothing new. So tell us a little bit about the temperament of your kids and your team and your players.
Basically, they're kind of typical of every Buena team that does well. We're small in numbers, small in size. We have to play the right way all the time to compete, and they all buy in. They all do that, and we aren't the most talented team, but together and playing the right way, won us a state championship and a bid for the World Series.
There you go. Coming to bat and leading off the top of the 4th for the Surf is Logan Petty, ACCC player. And he'll lead off the top of the 4th here. But, Coach, in our conversation with the girls and in our interview with the girls, they talked about having to avenge 2 losses during the season, and then you getting to answer the bell back in the playoffs. And they talk about grinding games out. And is that what you mean by when you say they have to do it the right way and they have to play it hard, and they do?
Oh, absolutely. The grind it out's a mentality we started 2 years ago, actually, with our boys, and it's really finding a way to play when things aren't going your way, when it's too hot, or maybe someone else on your team isn't running on and off the field. It's finding a way to do it yourself, and picking up those around you. And yeah, we had a couple losses early, came back, we won our rec team championship, and Violent's been a thorn in our side, All-Stars for years, and we had to beat them twice to win the state title, and we were able to do that.
Right, and I'll tell you what, there's nothing like, especially in the sports scene, being able to avenge a loss, especially,
no question.
Especially in playoff time, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So would you say, I know you said your team plays the game the right way, and you go and your girls work hard, and that's obviously one of the most essential qualities of winning. But tell us a little bit, offensive-minded team, strictly defense, the speed on the bases. Tell us what your go-to is as a team.
I would say go-to is defense, 100% defense. Offense comes and goes. You see kids, baseball, softball, they hit all winter long. They still come out and sometimes they're in a slump. When you get defensively sound, you rarely go into a defensive slump. So our motto is get off the field, throw strikes, get off the field, get the big hits when you can. With that being said, we do have some speed. We have a couple girls that absolutely fly. We get them on, we move them around, but yeah, no question, defensive-minded, 100%.
Okay, so your plans were you beat Vineland to win your state title, right? And now
Yes.
you leave for Florida when?
We leave Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. And
Yes.
and I don't know. I know the girls said they didn't know who you play, but do you know who you play and you just haven't given it to them
No,
yet?
they don't reveal much. We pick up schedule when we check in Sunday afternoon, so we have absolutely no clue.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, and as previously stated, I've known you for a long time, and I know how you compete. And that's a ground ball down to the third baseman, Julian Delval, who's unable to come up with it, and Dave Apollonia will be safe at first with one down here in the top of the 4th. From BFA Sports, Coach, everyone here and everyone in South Jersey, we wish you nothing but the best. We hope you guys do well down there, and we'll be rooting for you, that's for sure.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks for spending
Steve.
some time with us.
You got it, man.
All right. And that's Chris Sjssbl, manager of the 16U Buena girls softball team, who recently won the state championship. And as he said, they're leaving for Florida to go play in the 16U World Series this coming Sunday. So our scenario here in our South Jersey Shore Baseball Conference game is 1 out and 1 on in the top of the 4th for the South Jersey Surf. Ocasio is on the mound for Buena. He comes home, and that's ball 1 to Antonicello, the shortstop for the Surf. On first is Dave Apollonia, the third baseman, and he's got one, and the Surf have 1 out here in the top. Our score is 3-1. Surf here in the top of the 4th, and Ocasio comes home. His pitch is lined back up the middle for a single to straightaway center field. Lexi Colon cuts it off nicely in the outfield, and that will hold Apollonia at second. However, Antonicello is safe at first on a single to straightaway center. And Surf is back in business with only one down here and runners on first and second. Dante DePalma, the catcher for the Surf, will now step to the plate.
Now batting number 21, Dante DePalma.
Casio works from the stretch. His first pitch to DePalma is up, ball 1. 1-0 count to DePalma, 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Surf have runners on first and second. Ocasio's pitch is up high again, and the count is now 2-0 to the Surf catcher DePalma. Ocasio's 2-0 pitch hits the outside corner on a fastball for strike 1. Count to DePalma is now 2-1. Ocasio obviously trying to get a strikeout or a ground ball for a force out or possible double play. Get himself out of this inning. See if Buena can come back up and get closer or draw closer off of that 3-1 lead by the Surf. However, that pitch is low and in for ball 3. And the count to the catcher, Dante DePalma, is now 3-1 as he attempts to either load the bases or knock in another run for the Surf. Ocasio's 3-1 pitch is a foul ball straight back, and that's going to be out of play. And that will make the count full. Count's now 3-2 with 1 down here in the top of the Surf 4th. The count's full to DePalma. Ocasio comes home, and it's up high for a walk. And the bases are now loaded for the Surf here in the top of the 4th. And that'll bring to the plate the Surf center fielder, Slater Suriel. Bases loaded, 1 out. Ocasio's pitch. Curveball inside for ball 1 to Suriel. The 1-0 pitch is a fastball, which Suriel fouls straight back for strike 1, and that evens the count at 1-1. Beautiful night for baseball. Picture perfect. Not a lot of wind. Mid-80s. At this point, it was very hot today and in the low 90s. But it's a perfect night for baseball. High fastball that Suriel swings through, and it's now 1-2 to Slater Suriel. Ocasio's pitch is a fastball. It's a ground ball hit to second. He tags the runner going to second, throws the first, and the count did not count. The run did not count as it's a 4-3 double play. And Buena gets out of trouble there in the top of the 4th, keeping the Surf lead at 3-1. They're going to look to draw closer in the bottom of the 4th, which we'll bring to you on BFA Sports in 1 moment. Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning into BFA Sports. We're bringing you the South Jersey South Shore Baseball League regular season championship game. We're going to the bottom of the fourth. Pitching currently for the South Jersey Surf, who hold a 3-1 lead as we enter the bottom of the fourth, is Alex Gallagher. There was one change defensively behind Alex Gallagher, and Nick Bonadonna will now be the center fielder as he replaces Slider Surreal.
Now batting number 23,
Leading off the bottom of the fourth is he's now first baseman. He started the game in right field, but he's now the first baseman. Number 23, Jimmy Kurtz. Jimmy Kurtz started the second inning off with a line drive single to left center. And he takes the first pitch from Gallagher, and he hits another shot to left field. That's over the left fielder's head, and New Tile can't get it. Jimmy Kurtz rounds first. He heads to second to throw, and the second is late, and Jimmy Kurtz is 2 for 2 with a single and a double, one hop off the wall in left for Jimmy Kurtz. Jimmy Kurtz wasted no time on seeing Gallagher's pitch. He stroked it to left field, one hopped it off the wall, and is safe at second with a leadoff double here in the fourth. Bringing to the plate for Buena, Mike Gazzardo. I tell you what, you gotta feel good for Jimmy Kurtz right there. As Jimmy Kurtz grew up a Buena kid and grew up playing little league baseball here in the parks in Buena and from Buena, and to see him doing this at this level here and is now 2 for 2 again. Almost got picked off right there though, but he got back safely. You got to feel good for Jimmy Kurtz as the job he's doing. That's for sure. Gazzardo takes. It was a ball outside, so the count is now 1-0 to Gazzardo. Okay, so we're going to start play again as the umpire wanted to get the count right for the teams and the players, so it's 1-0. We were correct with that. Coach Jeff Ball from the Surf wanted to see if the hitter had offered for the pitch. Matt Lawler checked with base umpire John Dubel. Dubel said no. Lawler takes a ball inside, and the count to Gazzardo is now 2-0 with Jimmy Kurtz on second and nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth as Buena looks to try to chip away at a 3-1 Surf lead. Gallagher throws a pitch over the outside corner of the plate, and that's strike one. Really good pitch right there by Gallagher. Painted the black on the outside part. Count to Gazzardo is now 2-1. Gallagher working from the stretch, and the pitch is a curveball again, off-speed pitch on the outside part of the plate. Gazzardo lets it go by. It's called a strike, and the count to Gazzardo is now 2-2. Gazzardo steps back in, and the pitch is a fastball, this time on the inside half, and Gazzardo swings through it for out number one here in the bottom of the fourth for the Buena Blue Dawgs. Kurtz is still at second with one out, and that'll bring to the plate left fielder, which is now right fielder, due to the changes, I apologize, that Buena has made. Jan Sari steps in, and Jan Sari came up with a huge defensive play just a moment ago, or I should say the inning prior, as he fielded a fly ball and then threw out a runner at home for a fly ball, throw him out, double play. Jan looking to see what he can do here in the batter's box at this point. Gallagher's pitch is an off-speed pitch, and it's a little high for ball one to Jan Sari. One out with Kurtz on second. Gallagher's pitch, and Sori again he bunted the first time up as well, and he can fly, and you could tell the reason why he likes to bunt is because he gets down that line awfully quickly. However, it turns into a 1-3 put out on the bunt.
Now batting number 6, Dante Koya.
However, it does go down as a sack as Kurtz is able to move to third. So that's a 1-3 sack for the second out of the inning. However, Kurtz is now on third base due to the sacrifice bunt. And Dante Koya steps in for the Blue Dawgs. 2 outs here in the Bottom of the fourth. Koya up and in, able to get out of the way and dodge that one. Almost caught Koya, did that Gallagher pitch. Puts ball 1 as Koya steps back in. 1-0 count to the extra hitter, Dante Koya for Buena. Gallagher's pitch is up high, however, Koya swings through it. And it's a 1-1 count. Sometimes that pitch up at your eyes like that, it's tough to lay off. You hope you can, but it's tough to do. Dante Koya unable to do that there. Had a healthy cut at that one, but unable to connect, and the count is now 1-1. Gallagher's 1-1 pitch. Koya swings through again for strike 2. That's a 1-2 count to Dante Koya.
Come on, Dante. Get a little rippy.
The 1-2 pitch from Gallagher. Outside, swung through by Dante Koya. Catcher runs him down and tags him out, and that's out number 3. So we're through 4. We have a really good one here in Bruno Melini Field in Buena, New Jersey. Our score in the South Jersey South Shore regular season championship game is South Jersey Surf 3 and the Buena Blue Dawgs 1. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the top of the 5th of the South Jersey South Shore Baseball League's regular season championship between the visiting South Jersey Surf and the home team, the host, the Buena Blue Dawgs. Leading off the top of the 5th in this 3-1 contest, the Surf do lead 3-1, is Omar Hernandez. As we had stated, Nolan Acasio's on the mound for Buena. First pitch to Hernandez is down a little bit for ball 1. Perfect night for baseball. Acasio's pitch to Hernandez. Down again for ball 2. 2-0 count now to Omar Hernandez, the extra hitter for the South Jersey Surf. After Hernandez, the Surf will go back to the top of the order with Lombardo, Caraballo, and Nutile. Acasio's 2-0 pitch is down low again. They're good pitches. They're good spots. Acasio's right just below the knee on all of these pitches, but unfortunately, all 3 called a ball. So the count's 3-0 to Omar Hernandez. That fastball is down Broad Street for strike 1. 3-1 count. Again, we're in the top of the 5th of a 3-1 contest, which the Surf is leading at this moment 3-1 over the Buena Blue Dawgs. That pitch is up high, and Omar Hernandez will draw a walk. He singled his first time up and now walks. He also scored a run in that 3rd inning after he singled. He's on first with nobody out, and we're back to the top of the order as previously stated with second baseman Colin Lombardo. Okay, so we have number 28 for the Buena Blue Dawgs.
Now pitching for Buena, T.J. Chelly.
And number 28 is T.J. Chelly, who is now on the mound for Buena. Okay, so let's recap a little bit as to what went on here so far. As I said, we're in the top of the fifth here. The South Jersey Surf came up and went 1-2-3, did not score in the top of the first. Buena came to bat in the bottom of the first. Marco Rios led off the bottom of the first with a triple. And then Luis Sori followed that up with a sacrifice fly, and the Buena Blue Dawgs took a 1-0 lead. That went into the top of the second inning, and on the top of the second inning, is where the first four hitters for the South Jersey Surf all reached base. Sammy Daggers walked, Logan Petty walked, Apollonia singled, and Antonicello singles. And 2 runs were scored by the South Jersey Surf, taking a 2-1 lead. Buena did not score in the bottom of the second. When we went to the third, as stated, Omar Hernandez previously singled, and he eventually scored in the top of the third, making the contest 3-1. And we have had no score since. So that's where we stand here in this regular season championship game. T.J. Chelly will now take the mound for the Buena Blue Dawgs. And T.J. Chelly's first hitter will be the leadoff hitter for the Surf. Again, second baseman, number 7, Colin Lombardo. Colin Lombardo made a defensive play earlier, a huge defensive play as a throw off the bunt of Sori by third baseman. Apollonia was a bit wide, but Lombardo did a really nice job in backing up the throw from third. He was able to make a play and throw a ball home and get a runner for Buena at home, cutting down a run there. So a really good defensive play just a couple innings ago by Lombardo. He now faces T.J. Chelly, and the first pitch from Chelly to Lombardo is low and outside for ball 1. Chelly throws a fastball down the heart of the plate. Lombardo kind of bounced it off his foot, foul for strike 1. And the count is now even at 1-1. Okay, we had a pinch runner for Hernandez. Pickoff move the first, and that is a tight call and a really good pickoff move by Chelly. Kurtz applies the tag, but it's just a half second late, and the runner was safe diving back into first. And there's a line drive hit down the left field line, and it's fair, and the pinch runner, number 24, will end up at third. Number 24 is Kyle Tranzu. He ends up at third, and that's a double by Colin Lombardo. And the South Jersey Surf is in business here in the top of the fifth with runners now on second and third with no one out. And Antonio Caraballo, the first baseman for the South Jersey Surf, stepping into the box. Second and third, line drive right over the third baseman's head. Good job by the left fielder cutting that ball down, not letting it get to the fence. And that's what kept Transu from scoring. First pitch was a ball to Caraballo. It's 1-0 count to Antonio Caraballo. That's on the outside corner, and a really good pitch by T.J. Chelly, and that evens the count at 1-1. No one gone, top of the fifth. Beautiful night for baseball. Absolutely picture perfect out here. We hope you're in high fastball that Caraballo swings through, and the count is now 1-2. We hope you are enjoying the pictures and the telecast that we're bringing you with BFA Sports. It's being brought to you by Bunting Family Pharmacy, because they bring the pharmacy home to you, just like BFA brings all the sporting action to you as well. That pitch, the count is now 2-2. That pitch was low. TJ Chelly working from the windup with the runner on third. That pitch is low as well, and the count is now full to Caraballo. Caraballo will step out, call time, step out, and reset. We have a full count with runners on second and third. No one out here in the top of the fifth. Caraballo steps back in, Chelly's pitch, and he gets him fishing on an outside curveball, and he strikes him out. Caraballo goes down swinging for out number one here in the top of the fifth.
Now batting number 5, Nick Newtile.
The left fielder, number 5, Nick Newtile, will now step into the left-handed side of the box with runners on second and third. Chelly's first pitch to Newtile is a fastball, a little bit up. Ball 1 to Nick Newtile. The 1-0 pitch. Curveball over the plate for strike 1. Counts now even at 1-1. Fastball a little bit out. 2-1 is now at the count. To the 3-hitter for the Surf, Nick Newtile. Down a little bit low. Guglielmi tried to frame it and pull it back in for a strike and get home plate umpire Matt Lawler to call it a strike. However, it was a bit low. Lawler with the right call. The 3-1 pitch. Curveball is over for strike 2 to Newtile. The count is now full at 3-2. Chelly's 3-2 pitch is low and in the dirt. Draws a walk, and that will now load the bases. The pinch runner Transu for Omar Hernandez, who walked, is at third.
Now batting number 1,
Colin
Sam
Lombardo
Daggers.
is at second. Nick Newtile is now on first after the walk. So the bases are loaded, bringing to the plate right fielder Sam Daggers with one down here in the Surf top of the fifth. Chelly's first pitch to Daggers. Able to check his swing for ball 1. Fastball right down the heart of the plate for strike 1. Really good fastball there by Chelly. Had really good pop on that. The count's 1-1 to Sam Daggers. Buena Blue Dawgs looking to minimize damage. South Jersey Surf looking to try to break this thing open a little bit if they could. Ball's at the feet of Guglielmi. Doesn't go far enough for any runners to advance, so the bases will remain loaded. And the count to Daggers is now 2-1. Chelly's pitch is a curveball, and that is over the plate. Really good off-speed pitch right there by TJ Chelly. And the count to Daggers is 2-2 as Sam Daggers steps in, looking to try to stretch this lead for the Surf. He's got a 2-2 pitch coming from Chelly. That pitch is low and in the dirt outside. Really good block by Jake Guglielmi, keeping the ball right there with him, not allowing any runners to advance again. Good job by Daggers, however, laying off the off-speed pitch, which was low and outside, and his count is now full. The Chelly pitch is a curveball. He did not swing, and that's going to be a walk for Sam Daggers, who's able to check his swing and lay off a really good off-speed pitch
Now batting number 3, Logan Petty.
from TJ Chelly. So the bases are still loaded with Lombardo at third, Newtile at second, and now Daggers at first. And stepping to the plate is Logan Petty. One run in here in the top of the fourth, and that run makes the score 4-1 Surf. Logan Petty hits a fly ball down the right field line, but that's foul and out of play. And the count, I believe, is now 1-1 to Logan Petty. Two-one count to Logan Petty. As he's looking to stretch this Surf lead. They've already got one in, and it's now 4-1. Logan Petty looking to stretch it further. Fastball to Petty, which he swings through. Unable to make contact, and the count's now 2-2 to Logan Petty. Had a really good year for ACCC at the Collegiate Division III level. Chelly's 2-2 pitch is a fastball and just a bit outside, and that makes the count full with the bases loaded and one out here in the top of the fifth. Coach Luis Sari comes in. Another pitching change here as Logan Petty walks. And on that, Lombardo scores. Newtile is now at third. Daggers is now at second. Logan Petty is now at first.
Now pitching for serve number 17, Louis Sari.
And Louis Sari will now step to the mound.
No more comments like that, Lou. Yeah, I know who you're talking to, Lou. That's enough. Excuse me, sir, but it's a privilege to sit there, so I can remove you. No, it's not. No, it's not.
I love Buena people.
It's on.
Okay, so we have a little bit of controversy here between some fans behind the third base side of the Buena Blue Dawgs, not necessarily thinking that some of those balls were balls, wanting them to be strikes. However, we have a pitching change. Coach Louis Sari steps out to the mound. I'm sorry, Coach Louis Rio steps out to the mound, and coming to the pitch will be Jan Sori. The bases are loaded. There are 2 runs in. Our count is currently 5-1. We're in the top of the fifth of this regular season championship game. Okay, Uzdanovich is in for Guzzardo. And Guzzardo was the designated hitter. So now replacing Guzzardo is Uzdanovich. And his first name is Augie. Augie Uzdanovich is now in for Mike Guzzardo. And to the plate, stepping into the plate, is Dave Apollonia, the third baseman, wearing number 26 for the South Jersey Surf, as they have the bases loaded with 1 out and a 5-1 lead here in the top of the fifth. Luis Sari is now on the mound for the Buena Blue Dawgs. Umpires agree on the 1 out in the inning. Sori's first pitch is outside and low for ball 1. Sori's pitch is a fastball down the third baseline, and that's going to trickle foul. So the count is now 1-1 to Dave Apollonia, Surf third baseman. The 1-1 pitch. Low and outside for ball 2 to Apollonia. Counts now 2-1. Sori's pitch is a little bit up and a little bit out, and the count's now 3-1. Nowhere to put Dave Apollonia. And he has a 3-1 count. And that's a ball outside, another walk. So, Coach Luis Sori is not seeing eye to eye here with the home plate umpire, Matt Lawler. Why don't we go to a break, and we'll come back right after this. Okay, once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bruno Melini Park as we had a little stoppage in play here. We had some ejections, both of players, coaches, and fans. Let's just leave it at that, and where we're going to do is pick up right where we left off, and that is with Mo Antonicello up the bat for the South Jersey Surf. He takes a strike on a fastball from Jan Sari, and the count to him is 0-1. The Surf had 3 runs in the inning, making their lead 6-1 currently. That's a ground ball hit to the second baseman. The throw to second is good and in time, and a force play is made at second. So that goes down as the second out of the inning, and that's a 4-6 putout. Another run will score, which was Sam Daggers, and the lead is now 7-1. Moving up to third was Logan Petty, and safe at first on the fielder's choice is Mo Antonicello. Now batting will be Dante De Palma, I believe. Yes, catcher Dante De Palma. So we have 2 outs in the top of the 5th. The score is now 7-1. Runners on first and third for the Surf. Luis Sari on the mound. De Palma up at the plate, which is the Surf catcher. That's ball 1 to De Palma. As stated, we're in the top of the 5th. That's a ball up, and the count, I believe, is now 3-0. Count, I believe, is now 3-0 to Dante De Palma, looking to reload the bases if he can get on here. And that pitch is a strike on the outside corner to De Palma, and the count is now 3-1. That pitch is low and out, and the bases are reloaded. So Logan Petty's at third. Antonicello is at second, and De Palma is at first.
Now batting number 23, Nick Bonadonna.
And stepping into the plate is Nick Bonadonna. He entered center field last inning for Slider Suriel. Bonadonna grew up in the Millville area, played with a bunch of the great travel teams in Millville, along with the all-star teams in Millville, playing collegiate baseball as we speak, and a really, really talented kid and player. Count is 1-1 to Nick Bonadonna. Pitch is up. The count is now 2-1. Bases loaded. Nowhere to put Nick Bonadonna. Luis Suri trying to end this Surf rally right here. Try to get Buena up to see if they can cut into this 7-1 lead. That's a ground ball hit to short. Throw across the diamond is not in time. Unable to be picked by Jimmy Kurtz. Another run will score on the throwing error. So Logan Petty scores. De Palma is at third. Antonicello scores.
Now batting number 13, Omar Hernandez.
And the Surf has Bonadonna at first and De Palma at third. The first pitch to Omar Hernandez is a ball. Ball 1. So again, the catcher's at third. Bonadonna's at first. That's strike 1 to Omar Hernandez. The count to Hernandez is now 1-1. 6 runs here in the 5th for the Surf, and the Surf lead is now 9-1. And Luis Sari just picked off Nick Bonadonna. He acted like he was stepping back onto the mound instead of stepping back onto the mound, turning through the first, and caught Bonadonna sleeping as he was wandering off first. And that's a pickoff move that gets the Buena Blue Dogs out of the inning. However, not before the Surf scores 6 and take a 9-1 lead as we go to the bottom of 5.
Bottom of the fifth here at the Dog Pound.
Okay, welcome back to Bruno Melini Field, everyone. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Surf now have a 9-1 lead after putting up 6 in the top of the 5th. You're going to have to bear with us on some changes. As we stated before, when we went to a commercial break, there were some ejections.
Now batting number 13, Cole Shover.
They did happen on the Buena Blue Dogs side. So now batting is number 13, Cole Shover. He's batting for Marco Rios, who was one of the ejections. And he hits a single. He hits a ground ball back up to the middle for a single for Cole Shover. So the leadoff man in the bottom of the 5th for the Buena Blue Dogs is on.
17, Louis Sari.
And that'll bring to the plate the current pitcher, number 17, Louis Sari. So the top of the order for Buena, trying to see if they can make something happen and help this Buena team climb back in this one. Gallagher is still on the mound for the Surf. Alex Gallagher. Luis Sari swings and foul tips a ball back off the umpire, who appears to be okay. So the count to Sari is 0-1. Again with Cole Shover on first. And if you were here earlier, we interviewed Cole Shover's father, Chris Shover, as he was the manager of the 16U Buena girls softball team who won the state championship and will be leaving for Florida to the 16U World Series this coming Sunday. We interviewed 2 of the young ladies who play, and the manager, Cole Shover. What a great young team they have, and good luck to them as well. That was the last pitch was a ball to Sori, and the count's now 1-1. Pitch was a ball as well. To count to Luis Sari is now 2-1. Gallagher's pitch is down the heart of the plate. Sori unable to put it in play. He does foul it off to the right side. The count's deadlocked now at 2-2. Waiting on the on-deck circle is former New York Met and current extra hitter for the Blue Dogs, Johnny Monell. Sori swings through a high fastball, and that's strike 3 for the first out here in the Blue Dogs' bottom of the 5th. Cole Shover's on first, and the 3-hitter, Johnny Monell, will step into the box. That pitch is up high. Sjssbl takes off. The throw from the catcher goes into center field, and Sjssbl will be safe with a stolen base and is now at second base. I believe the pitch to Monell was a strike. So the count to Johnny Monell is 0-1. Pitch to Monell's on the inside corner, and a good one, good off-speed pitch, and the count is now 0-2. Little off-speed curveball there by Alex Gallagher, able to catch the inside black part of the plate. Paints the black with that one. 0-2 count to Johnny Monell. Gallagher on the hill. His pitch home is fouled straight back by Monell as he had a good cut at that. Another off-speed pitch to Monell from Gallagher. Monell hits a ground ball to second base, makes the second baseman back up. However, he fields it cleanly, makes the throw to first, and that's a 4-3 putout of Johnny Monell for the second out of the bottom of the fifth for the Buena Blue Dawgs. Cole Sjssbl will advance to third on the putout. Stepping into the plate and stepping up the bat for the Buena Blue Dawgs is the center fielder, number 5, Alexi Colon. Alexi Colon struck out looking in his first at bat and walked in his second. He takes a healthy cut here at the first offering he sees of Gallagher, and he swings and misses, swings through it for strike one. Gallagher steps back in the pitch. I guess was either a little low or a little out. Called a ball. Count to Colon is now 1-1. Off-speed pitch paints the outside corner, and that's 2 strikes now to Alexi Colon with the count 1-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. 9-1 Surf. Gallagher working from the stretch. The 1-2 pitch is way outside, evening the count now to Colon at 2-2. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Buena trying to answer. They have Sjssbl at third. We hope you enjoy the telecast here this evening. That pitch is outside as well. The count is now full 3-2 to Alexi Colon, as it's being brought to you by not only BFA Sports, but by the Bunting Family Pharmacy, as Bunting Family Pharmacy brings the pharmacy home to you. Full count to Alexi Colon. Gallagher from the stretch in the pitch is a fly ball hit the right center field. Center fielder going back. That's Nick Bonadonna, and he gets under it and makes the play. So that's the third out of the inning. The Buena Blue Dawgs go scoreless in the fifth. We're going to go to the top of the sixth, and we're going to go to the top of the sixth with the Surf ahead of the Buena Blue Dawgs, 9-1. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching BFA Sports. I'm Steve Westcott. We're coming to you from Melini Park in Buena Borough of Atlantic County. We have the South Jersey South Shore Baseball Regular Season Championship game here tonight that we're televising and live streaming for you. We're going to the top of the 6th inning. The South Jersey Surf have a 9-1 lead over the Buena Blue Dawgs. We have a new pitcher in the game for Buena. And give me a second, because as I said, we had a lot of action, unfortunately, here with some ejections earlier in the game. And on the mound now for Buena is number 21, Anthony Maseli. Sorry got them out of that last inning. Omar Hernandez will step back up in the box, as he was up prior to this. He was up in the last inning on a pickoff out to end the inning. So he comes up here to start the top of the 6th for the Surf with a clean slate and a clean count. Nobody out, nobody on, 9-1 Surf. Maseli's first pitch. Over the outside corner for a called strike. Hernandez steps back in. He's set. Maseli's pitch is up high, ball 1. The count's now 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is an off-speed pitch, curveball inside. Ball 2. The count's now 2-1 to Omar Hernandez. After Omar Hernandez, will be the top of the order of Colin Lombardo and Antonio Caraballo. The count is now 3-1. To Omar Hernandez. That pitch is fouled straight back on a fastball from Maseli, and the count is now full. So basically what we can tell you is a manager of the Buena Blue Dawgs, Louis Rios, was ejected. The leadoff hitter for Buena, Marco Rios, was ejected. Ocasio, who pitched earlier in the game, was ejected. And Buena's been replacing those players and coaches as well here, as Omar Hernandez walks again for the second time. He's been on all 3 times this evening with 2 walks and a single. Colin Lombardo will step to the plate, who is the leadoff hitter for the Surf here in the top of the 6th, and up 9-1. Maseli's pitch is fouled straight back by Lombardo for strike 1. Maseli's off-speed pitch is on the outside corner, and that Lombardo's now down in the count 0-2. Fastball. Line drive down the right field line, foul into the netting. Lombardo remains alive, however, still down 0-2 with Omar Hernandez at first. Maseli's pitch is up high. The count's now 1-2. Once again, we'd like to thank all of you for watching BFA Sports. Bring these games and all sports to you the best we can, and that's strike 3 to Colin Lombardo. So that will be the first out of the Surf, top of the 6th, with Omar Hernandez still on first, 1 out, and that'll bring to the plate Antonio Caraballo. Surf's first baseman. Caraballo grounded out to short in the first inning, had a single and an RBI in the third, and struck out in the fifth. So he's 1 for 3, and he has strike one, and he's down in the count 0-1 here. Swings and misses at a high fastball, was a bit late on that. The count's now 0-2. And again, in the third, he tacked on the run to make it 3-1 in the third, and is for the Surf with an RBI single. Did Caraballo. The 0-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch, curveball, low and outside. It's ball 1, and the count's now 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Maseli is a curveball, swing and a miss by Caraballo, strike 3, and that's the second out of the Surf, top of the 6th. So two straight strikeouts for Maseli.
Number 5, Nick Newtile.
Omar Hernandez still on first with 2 down, and Nick Newtile, the 3-hole hitter, the left fielder wearing number 5, steps to the plate. He walked his last at bat. Grounded out in the first and struck out in the third. So he is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. He takes strike 1. Again, you see the score on your screen, 9-1 Surf. Foul ball hit straight back as Omar Hernandez was off and running on that pitch. The count to Nick Newtile is now 0-2. Maseli's pitch is grounded down the third baseline, however grounded foul. So Newtile remains alive in the at-bat, however still facing an 0-2 count from Anthony Maseli, who is the new Buena Blue Dog pitcher. In the on-deck circle, if the inning continues, is right fielder Sam Daggers for the Surf. Maseli's pitch is a curveball off-speed pitch down the line, and that's a fair ball. It's down the third base line. It's going all the way in the corner. Omar Hernandez rounds second, goes to third. He'll be safe there, and it's a double for Nick Newtile. And that puts runners at second and third for the Surf.
Now batting number 1, Sam Daggers.
They say hit him where it's pitched, and that certainly was the case right there as Nick Newtile took an outside pitch on the outside corner of the plate and hit it right over the third base bag down into the corner. Sam Daggers now steps to the plate in the top of the 6th for the Surf with 2 out and 2 on. Runners on second and third. And Anthony Maseli on the mound for Buena. Working from the stretch, he throws an off-speed pitch on the outside part. Sam Daggers fouls it back up over our heads, and he's down 0-1 in the count. Maseli's pitch is a fastball up a little bit high, so it's ball 1, and it counts now even at 1-1. Maseli's pitch is down low, and that makes the count to Daggers 2-1. Two strikeouts in the inning for Maseli. However, he did walk Omar Hernandez, and he gave up the double to Newtile. So again, runners on second and third. Maseli's pitch is curveball outside in the dirt. However, swung and missed on by Daggers because he went fishing for that one, and it's now 2-2. Or I should say the count is now 2-2. With 2 out and 2 on here in the top of the 6th. 9-1 Surf. Buena looking to get out of here and see if they can come in and chip away at this lead. And they do just that on the strikeout by Maseli. So Sam Dagger strikes out, which is Maseli's third strikeout of the inning. South Jersey Surf goes scoreless in the top of the sixth. They can't tack on to that 9-1 lead. We're going to go to the bottom of the sixth, and we're going to do it right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Steve Westcott with BFA Sports. We thank you for tuning in. We're in the South Jersey South Shore Men's Baseball League regular season championship game. We're in the bottom of the sixth. The home team is up to bat, which is the Buena Blue Dawgs. Up to bat is third baseman Julian Del Val. He takes strike one. The Blue Dawgs are down 9-1 to the South Jersey Surf. That is ball one, and the count is even at 1-1 to Julian Del Val. Buena had an early lead in this game of 1-0 after one. South Jersey Surf scored 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and then 6 in the fifth. It's a foul ball as Del Val fouls it off his right leg, or I'm sorry, left leg, or hip, I should say. Counts now 1-2, or I'm sorry, 2-2 to Julian Del Val. That's a curveball off-speed pitch called a bit high by home plate umpire. And the count's now full to the leadoff hitter of the bottom of the sixth for Buena, Julian Del Val, their third baseman. Julian Del Val takes strike 3, which he thought was up and in. Called a strike by home plate umpire. That's one down here. One down here in the bottom of the sixth. Bringing to the plate catcher Jake Guglielmi. Ball one, Guglielmi takes. Low and outside. Alex Gallagher currently on the hill for the Surf. He replaced Colin McLaughlin, who started the game for the Surf. It's a fastball a little bit up. The count to Jake is 2-0. Jake Guglielmi. No offer on the swing, so the count 2-0 is correct. Gallagher's pitch. Gallagher fouls down the third baseline into the dugout fence for strike one. The count is now 2-1. Counts now 2-2 after Jake Guglielmi swings and misses on an off-speed pitch. One down here in the bottom of the 6th. Gallagher's pitch is up high, and its count is now full to the catcher Guglielmi. There's a line drive into the left center field gap, and that's going to get in between the center fielder and left fielder. Bonadonna's chasing it down. He's all the way at the center field fence. Guglielmi is rounding second, heading to throw. The throw there, and he's out at third base. What a good play by the South Jersey Surf. Bonadonna hits the cutoff man, which is the shortstop, Antonicello. Antonicello throws a strike to third baseman Dave Apollonia, and Jake Guglielmi is thrown out at third.
Jimmy Kurtz.
And that's the second out of the inning. Two down now in the bottom of the 6th for Buena. Jimmy Kurtz is now up to bat. Jimmy Kurtz is 2 for 2 in this ball game for Buena, having himself a heck of a night after he's singling in the 2nd and doubling in the 4th. He takes strike 1 there on the inside corner, and he swings through an off-speed pitch, and he's now down in the count 0-2. But if you're looking as far as defensive execution, that was it right there by the South Jersey Surf. Bonadonna tracks the ball outfield. That splits him and the left fielder from center field in the left center field gap. He tracks it down. Perfect throw to the cutoff man. Perfect throw to third, and they were able to get Guglielmi, who was really had a momentum and a head of steam as he rounded second, looking for 3. Count is now 2-2 to Jimmy Kurtz as he looks at 2 balls. Jimmy Kurtz had himself a heck of a year up at Mercer County, and he gets hit with this pitch, so he's now on base for the 3rd time this evening. Just above the knee and the thigh area, but he's kind of smiling as he walks away.
Now batting number 14.
So Kurtz is on base all 3 times, a single, a double, and now hit by pitch. He's on first, though, with 2 outs. And that'll bring to the plate number 14. Augie Uzdanovic. So we have a pitch runner where Jimmy Kurtz's younger brother, Joey, they call him Nails Kurtz. He's another young man that's had a really good baseball career, an athletic career here in Buena. Just like we talked about Jimmy, Joey's the same way. He's going to go pitch run for his older brother, Jimmy. And Joey Kurtz is now on first. They call him Nails. And he's a tough, great little kid, I'll tell you. Uzdanovic steps to the plate, and he takes strike 1. Gallagher's pitch is grounded by Uzdanovic to shortstop, high chopper. They're not going to be able to get Kurtz at first, and they can't get Kurtz at second, and they can't get Uzdanovic at first. Ball gets by the first baseman, so Joey Kurtz will take third, and Uzdanovic is safe at first. So Buena now with runners on first and third with 2 outs, trying to mount a 2-out rally here, and they're going to bring Jan Sori to the plate.
Batting number 2, Jan Sori.
So Sori bunted for a single in the 2nd inning, and then bunted again, and a bunt attempt again on a 1-3 put out by the pitcher, who made a really good play because Sori was hustling down the line at first. He's got a ton of speed up there. Johnny Monell has now turned into a player coach. Johnny Monell's now down in the third base coach's box giving signals to the Uzdanovic will take second. No throw down by De Palma. Second and third now. 2 runners in scoring position for Jan Sori. And he fouls a ball straight back. Running for Joey Kurtz is now Zach Strauss, number 15. So Zach Strauss takes third base for Joey Kurtz. And Jan Sori gets hit by the pitch, and he'll take first. So two hit by pitches in the inning. And the bases are now loaded.
Now batting number 3, Isaiah Kennison.
And batting for Dante Coya will be number 3, Isaiah Kennison. And that's a shot to left field. The left fielder's going straight back. And he can't make the play. The ball's in play. Strauss will score. Uzdanovic will score. Sori will score. And Kennison has a 3 RBI double to left field. Kennison crushed that one. He's on second. And that's, as I stated, a 3 RBI double. And a 2-out rally here has produced 3 runs for the Buena Blue Dawgs, and they're going to go back to the top of the order. And Cole Shover will come up with Isaiah Kennison on second after a clutch double. So that makes the score now 9-4.
Bonadonna on the mound.
And Nick Bonadonna will now come in and get on the mound for the Surf.
We actually have fans. There are people just watching us for whatever content.
Now pitching for the serve, number 16, Dom Bonadonna.
I'm sorry, it's Dom Bonadonna in for the Surf. And as I said, Dom Bonadonna was a really good pitcher from Millville High School. Really carried that captainship that the Millville Thunderbolt and all of them put into their traditional program.
Which is also helpful because every now and then we do a troll who sees that in the rags on the snowboard tech issues. And they're like, dude, just shut up. Go away. So we don't have to even have our own chat.
The 6th inning, South Jersey Surf has tacked on 3 runs to cut into a 9-1 lead, making the score now 9-4. Isaiah Kennison has just hit a 3-run double. He stands on second in scoring position for the Buena Blue Dawgs. Colin McLaughlin started the game for the Surf, gave up 1 run. Alex Gallagher just gave up 3 here in the 4th, but in the meanwhile, 9 were put on the board as far as 2 in the 2nd for the Surf, 1 in the 3rd, and 6th in the 5th, putting us at 9-4. Don McLaughlin is now replacing Alex Gallagher on the hill. Home plate umpire asks Bonadonna if he's ready to go. Says he is. Cole Shover, who replaced Marco Rios, now steps into the plate. He singled in his lone at bat and stole second after being on first. So we're at the top of the order. If Shover can reach base, Luis Sori will follow, and then Johnny Monell. Shover hits a ball straight back over top of us, foul. Count to him is now 1-0-1. Counts now 0-2 as Shover looks at a fastball down the middle. 2 outs. And keep in mind a really good defensive play from the center fielder Bonadonna to the shortstop to the third baseman. Cut off his triple, his meaning the catcher's Guglielmi. Ground ball to second base. And Lombardo will throw out Sjssbl, and that goes down as a 4-3 put out for the third out of the inning. However, not before the Buena Blue Dawgs score 3, cut into that 9-1 lead. It's now 9-4. We're going to go to the final frame in just a minute.
Blue Dawgs 4.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the top of the 7th, and batting for the South Jersey Surf is number 3, Logan Petty. He takes ball 1 from Anthony Maseli, who's now on the mound and through the last inning, actually, for the Buena Blue Dawgs, and is out again for the 7th. 2-0 count now to Logan Petty. Maseli from the stretch, even with no one on. Fastball down low, 3-0. The 3-0 pitch to Petty is over for a called strike. The count's now 3-1. Fastball, Logan Petty hits into the ground. Picked up by Kurtz. The flip to Maseli, however, not in time. And Petty's able to beat out the ground ball. In between ground ball, and I say in between because it's in between first and second. It was a tough play for Kurtz as he had to go into the hole in between first and second and then completely turn and try to flip in rhythm to Maseli. That play was just unable to be made. Petty beats it out. So Logan Petty's at first. Nobody out here. Top of 7. Maseli again from the stretch. And Dave Apollonia, third baseman for the Surf, is up to bat. Counts 1-0 to Dave Apollonia. Taking off is Logan Petty. And he's safe as he steals second. Two balls and no strikes to Dave Apollonia. Fastball up high, counts now 3-0. Petty on second, nobody out, top of the 7th. 9-4, Surf. We have a delay in the game as someone parked in left field. Everyone's trying to get their attention to get the lights turned off to the vehicle. The vehicle is now moving, and we can continue play. Maseli retakes the mound. Apollonia steps back in the box, and Maseli's pitch is over for a called strike. Counts now 3-1. That pitch is low and outside, and Apollonia now walks. So now there's runners on first and second here in the top of the 7th. Now batting will be the shortstop, number 8, Mo Antonicello. Antonicello singled and had an RBI in the 2nd, singled again in the 4th, and got on a fielder's choice in the 5th. So he's 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored, having himself a heck of a night. Ball 1 to Antonicello. Counts 1-0. Runners on first and second. That's a fastball swung through by Antonicello for strike 1. Counts now even at 1-1. Hope you're enjoying the telecast and the live stream here from Bruno Melini Park in Buena, New Jersey. We love bringing you all the action. It's really brought to you by Bunting Family Pharmacy, as they bring the pharmacy home to you, just as BFA Sports brings you all of your sports action. Kudos to all of our camera people here, all of our staff and our administration, and do a wonderful, wonderful job trying to get all of the games in action brought to you in the best format possible. Counts 3-1 to Antonicello. Swing and a miss. Throw down to third. Safe at third, so both runners will advance on the double steal. Counts now 3-2 as Antonicello swung and missed, swung through a fastball. Runners at second and third for the Surf as they look to tack on to a 9-4 lead. Antonicello, that ball's up high, and the bases will now be loaded on another walk. So in the 5th inning, in which the Surf scored 6 runs, there were 5 walks in that inning. There are 2 more here. I'm sorry, I should say 3 more here. Okay, so the damage that the Surf are doing are kind of self-inflicted in regards to the Buena Blue Dawgs. Home plate umpire goes over and breaks the meeting at the mound up. Assistant manager, which is now currently the manager, after an ejection, is Jimmy Kurtz. Home plate umpire goes and breaks his mound up with his infielders and Anthony Maseli. And Anthony Maseli comes set. Throws a high fastball, which Dante DePalma swings through, and it counts 0-1 to Dante DePalma, Surf catcher. Bases loaded, nobody out. Maseli was able to strike out 3 Surf players in the last inning, and he's going to need one here. Throws a ball in the dirt, and it counts 1-1 to DePalma. Maseli's ready and set. His pitch. Strike over the outside corner, and it counts now 1-2 to the Surf catcher. Maseli's pitch is strike 3 at the knees and on the corner. A really good pitch and at a really good time for Anthony Maseli. So that goes down as the first out of the inning on a strikeout of Dante DePalma.
23, Nick Bonadonna.
Nick Bonadonna now steps into the batter's box as he replaced center fielder Slider Surreal. He looks at strike one on the outside corner. Maseli trying to see if he can see his way out of the inning, minimizing damage. The Surf are looking to tack onto that 9-4 lead and put this thing away. That's a fly ball hit the right field. Uzdanovich makes the play. He throws home. The play's coming home, and it's another fly ball throw-out double play at home plate. It happened earlier with Suri, and it happens this time with Uzdanovich. That's a F9, and then he guns the runner down at home, and Buena Blue Dawgs are able to get out of the top of the 7th with no damage. They're going to come back in the bottom of the 7th in the final frame to see if they can come back and steal one from the South Jersey Surf. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Melini Park in Buena Borough. I'm Steve Westcott. You're watching BFA Sports, and we're bringing you the regular season championship game in the South Jersey South Shore Baseball League between the South Jersey Surf and the Buena Blue Dawgs. On the mound for the Surf is collegiate pitcher Dom Bonadonna. So if the Blue Dawgs are going to come back from this 9-4 deficit, they're going to have to do it against someone really talented and really knows what he's doing on that hill in Bonadonna. Leading off the bottom of the 7th for the Surf is Luis Sorry. He swings and misses at strike one. Right part of the order is up for the Blue Dawgs if they're going to be able to accomplish this. They have Sorry leading off the inning, followed by Johnny Monell, Alexei Colon, and Julian Del Val. Luis Sorry hits a fly ball to center field. Dom Bonadonna's brother Nick Bonadonna is underneath it. And there's one out in the bottom of the 7th. On a fly out to center by Sorry.
Now batting number 20, Johnny Monell.
Stepping into the box is former New York Met Johnny Monell. Started the game at first and then became the designated hitter. He was actually doing a little bit of player coaching here in the last couple innings after an unfortunate ejection of the Buena manager. Okay. I believe the umpire said that was a ball, so it's ball one. It's 1-0 is the count to Johnny Monell. Bonadonna's pitch is outside. And I believe the count is now 2-0. And that's crushed to right center field. And that's way, way back. Bonadonna going back. He can't make the play, but the ball is in play. And how that one stayed in the park, I will never know. But that ball was absolutely crushed by Johnny Monell. However, he's at second with a stand-up double.
Yeah, nobody can hit that.
And that's to the deepest part of the park. It gets to about 389, 390 out there, I believe. And how the park kept that one in play, I'll never know. That ball was absolutely crushed by Johnny Monell. That'll bring to the plate with 1 on and 1 out, Alexi Colon, Buena center fielder. Andrew Slade will now pinch run for Johnny Monell. Bonadonna's on the hill and ready. Andrew Slade's on second, pitch running for Monell with 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th. Lexi Colon steps in. The Bonadonna offering is up high. Colon looks at it for ball 1. 1-0 count to Lexi Colon. Buena trying to fight their way back in this one. However, they're in the final frame and are running out of time. Lexi Colon hits a fly ball to straightaway center field. Nick Bonadonna appears as though he's getting under it. Makes a good throw to the cutoff man, Antonicello. Andrew Slade unable to advance from second to third, so now there's 2 outs on a fly ball to center field. Nick Bonadonna has both putouts in the inning. So we're looking at third baseman Julian. Oh no, I apologize.
Now batting number 44, Anthony Pantaleone.
Anthony Pantaleone will pitch hit for Julian DeVal. Anthony Pantaleone stands into the left-hander's batter's box. Big, tall, strong, physical frame up there. Looks at ball 1 as he pinch hits for Julian DeVal. 1-0 count to Anthony Pantaleone. Don Bonadonna steps off, doesn't like what he sees. Andrew Slade's at second, Pantaleone up in the batter's box. 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. Blue Dawgs down to their final out. Bonadonna's offering is a fly ball hit down the left field line by Pantaleone. Looks like it's in no man's land, and it is. It falls foul. So it goes down in the book as a strike, and that'll make the count 1-1 to Anthony Pantaleone. Don Bonadonna looking to close out the game for the Surf. Ball in the outside corner for strike 2 to counts 1-2. Pantaleone looking to extend it if he can. Really good off-speed pitch and curveball by Bonadonna to throw down the first is in time. And ladies and gentlemen, the South Jersey Surf have won this contest with a final score of 9-4. We'll be back with a quick recap right after this.
And that'll do it here at the Dog Pound tonight. Final score, the Surf 9, your Buena Blue Dawgs 4.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That's your final score that you see there on your screen. The South Jersey Surf have defeated the Buena Blue Dawgs 9-4. Let's give you a quick recap. In the top of the first, the South Jersey Surf went scoreless. Buena was able to get a run after a Marco Rios triple and a sacrifice fly by Luis Sori that gave the Blue Dawgs a 1-0 lead. The South Jersey Surf scored 2 in the second on 2 walks and 2 hits. Sam Dagger's walk, Logan Petty walk, Dave Apollonia singled, Mo Antonicello singled and knocked in 2 runs. Knocked in a run and then a sac fly by Dante Tapama. So the South Jersey Surf took a 2-1 lead. They tacked on 1 in the third. Omar Hernandez scored after singling. And then they tacked on 6 more with a bunch of base on balls and a timely hit in the 5th inning. That made the score 9-1. Buena was able to get 3 more back in the 6th inning, however, not able to get any closer than 9-4. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for watching BFA Sports. We hope you enjoyed the telecast. We look forward to seeing you all at a later date at a park and or court near you. Thank you for watching. Take care, all.